So we have here today a Ford Transit lower torque mount. So this attaches subframe to the engine. This inquiry actually came from someone from the Transit Owners Club that was really annoying them. The rubber mounts feel like anything else, and it's not a cheap thing to replace. So a Ford OEM one's 120 to 140 pounds, something like that. So it is an expensive part to keep replacing all the time. So what we've been done is we've been asked to create some inserts for this rather than doing a full new mount, which we've got here. So it's in 3 pieces. We've done a lot of development work in this to get it right. So it's been out, been tested, brought back to us. We've made some tweaks and changes. So we're really now happy with the product we've got here. So our inserts here, we've got 2 in orange and a little locking piece in black here. And we've developed these to make sure that it fits really nice and snug into the mount, but doesn't transfer any more vibration back into the cab. So the parts that actually do break, you can see it is a very complex mount. Down the sides here is a large section of rubber, and this is the only thing that actually attaches the rubber section, you know, keeps it all together in shape. And what happens is these split along the side and the whole thing comes loose. And this happens just, this part, when the engine provides torque, this thing spins around and it just rips the rubber. So what we're trying to do is limit that movement. So by putting our inserts in there, we limit this movement and there's much less chance of this rubber tearing. So this mount should last a hell of a lot longer than just having it as standard. So we're going to do a quick fitting video just to show you how easy it is. It's a really cost-effective solution to stop you having to replace this mount again. So all we need, the bottle of washing up liquid and maybe a mallet potentially, depending how we get on. So all we're going to do is we're going to generously cover all the prongs that are going to go in here, and this will dry up, so you don't need to worry. And we're going to go from the top of the mount to the bottom. We'll just align it all, and we're literally just going to push with our hands until we're fully seated. Like so. So you'll see it all just sit flush around here. Everything will sit flush with the metal. If we flip it over, we'll obviously see the 4 prongs that have came through, like so. The other half is a little bit more complex again. It's got a little keyed slot in the bottom of it here. So we want this to go to the underside of the mount as well. So again, going to cover this. Again, this is just to make it easier to fit. It just allows it to slide past the rubber that bit easier. You will not be able to fit these dry. So we're going to take this up, and just because it's a bit longer on the bottom, we're just going to tap it through. Again, we'll make sure that's flat. And what we should see here is this key slot poking through here. So you can see it's just above the kind of height of the metal here. And what we're going to do is we're going to take our little keyed piece. It's got 2 little raised sections on the bush, and we're going to push this flat through the hole, and we're going to clip it into the top of the metal here. So the 2 little tabs are now locked in place and the back's holding it in. And what this piece does is it stops this main piece here being able to walk out of the housing. So any movement that comes off of it, this piece now is locked in place, it can't move, and the front half is contained within the bracket. So a really nice, simple solution to fit. You know, it's a dead quick part to take on and off the vehicle. Yeah, and a solution that should last you forever.